All right, episode 7. Let's get to it. So, the last episode, you've seen our first start, the first drive. Pretty exciting stuff. A little mishaps. This fitting was leak. Don't mind my hands. They had powdered gloves. Freaking hate them. So this fitting was leaking. Just spun that another 360. Seemed to work. This one, I put some high temp RTV in there. We're gonna see if that works. So the other thing, in the last video I didn't have anything connected to the MAF, so I got this buttoned up, goes down under to the intercooler. For now I'm gonna kind of leave that length, see if the bumper fits over it. If it does, then yeah, it'll stay like that. The next big task is tackling these outlets. So I'm going to try and merge those. You can't really see it. Let me see. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to merge that one and this one right around in here, and then go zoop right down there. Come out right in here, and then just swoop down into the intercooler. That's the plan. But Sophie, don't be a butthead over there guarding the dog food. I bought some 2-inch intercooler piping, just a straight, there we go, just a straight piece. I'm gonna try and do a bunch of pie cuts and have somebody tack it. I'm gonna kind of just build it, pie cut, and then tack it, fit it. So it's gonna be a process for sure. I don't have the ability or the resources to weld aluminum. So yeah, there's that. Also had some Jehovah's Witness knocking in the friggin' coilovers. Not sure what that was. They look fine, but yeah, looking into that. Once the coilovers are taken care of, it's time to figure out the wheel situation. If you've been watching the episodes, I'd mentioned that I have some wheels. They are not the stock wheels. They are Toyota wheels. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to try and make it work. I'm going to need adapters. They're going to be extra wide. I don't know. I have a feeling we're going to have to cut this, maybe even roll these sections here, flare them out a little bit. But if I can make it work, it'll be super cool. So that's the latest. Yeah. So scatterbrain. Yep. This is going to be the big time taker. So yeah. All right. As you see, coilovers are back in. I actually didn't end up figuring out where the knocking was coming from. And kind of weird. Look at the height of this driver's side mount versus passenger side. I'm not real familiar with these mounts, so if anybody out there is familiar with this Ford stuff, is that like a blown mount or something? Kind of weird. But update on the intercooler piping. I ended up mocking up like just cardboard stuff, just little pieces, and taped them together with, you know, some straights, marked it, coupler, and whatever. So I took the aluminum piece that you've seen just a bit ago, took it to work and sawzalled it, and did a bunch of pie cuts. And this is kind of my mock-up. Yeah, so I thought about just having it tacked and then take it back and fit it and then give it back to the person and have them re-weld it, but I think that's just going to take too much time. So I think I'm just going to risk it and have him weld this whole thing up. And I know it's kind of hard to picture, but this turbo right here has a, so that's a 45-degree bend, And this was a 45-degree bend, and I cut the coupler. So if you can imagine, this piece is going to come out of that back turbo, something like that, and then go down here, okay? And then this piece comes out of that one right there, and hopefully going to mate up something like that. Obviously I'm going to have to notch it down here, but yeah, made up something like that. And then made, let's see, this guy here. So it's 2-inch, which is that piping there, to 2.5. And that'll go to the rest of the intercooler piping. So super close, getting there. Then we can actually hit boost. So that'll be exciting. And then on to some real test drives. Alright, so in the last video you guys seen that we had a few oil leaks here and here. You've seen that I put some high temp silicone in this one. It's been a few days, I haven't started it. I need to wire in the wideband. So I'm running out of room on this driver's side. I'm going to start it up, flip it around, so I have more room. But let's see if this thing leaks. I hope not. Oh my god. Let's see if it starts without a jumper too. Oh. Alright, so I got the car turned around. I've been working on wiring the wideband. Not sure if I showed you guys where I put it, but it's right there. Got it wired down into the grommet in there. Kind of just cut open a little hole and shoved everything through. Then down here, you have a power, which I put a little add a fuse. That's what I was thinking of. wired it to the power, add a fuse, put the fuse back in here, and then just put a little eyelet on the ground. These two, the blue and white, they're optional. You don't need to wire them for the wideband to work. Let's see, I just wired everything down in the A pillar. It comes out down there. And I'm gonna utilize this for the ground. That's where the little eyelet's gonna go. And then the add a fuse is gonna plug in right in there. That's an accessory power. So pretty simple. I have some little cheap pods coming that I think I'll just kind of stick down on the dash there. Let's see, I did get these tacked up. So it's stuck. I added one down here that is no longer, or isn't tacked yet, but I'll kind of show you where this is going to go. So that's going to just go right in there. It'll be pushed in a little further, but this is the idea of it. And this will be pointed down like so. So that one comes out of the turbo, kind of snakes through, and then down there is where we're gonna mate this one up and just fish it through right there. And this one is gonna go into this turbo, and then I just need to make it fit here, so notch the bottom, round it out, and then saw a hole there. So I hope that makes sense, but that's the plan. And then we'll have boost. So yeah, and drain or oil feeds don't seem to be leaking, so that's solid. Oil drain. The poopy thing about clearing the valve cover is that it kind of looks wet, but oil drain right there. No, we're good. So far so good. This drain seems to be doing okay. This one seems to back up a little bit, but if I pull it any tighter, it's gonna sit up against the exhaust. So I'll let it puddle up instead of hitting the exhaust. And then of course, bam, shop stickers.